just about ready to go. And on the hill in this one, Daniel Espino.
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Riley Green, the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike one. Late with the swing there.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they're creeping into my mind right now.
And a good eye there.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Next pitch is outside.
We got a full count.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is late, and he's on at first.
He was all over that one. It sounded different than most hits coming off the bat. You don't need numbers to tell you the ball was hit extremely hard, but at 115 miles per hour, that's not an exit velocity you see very often. Very impressive.
In the dirt, blocked. The 1-1 is fouled off.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
This one in the dirt. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Hauls it in for the out. 1 down. And now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Way back there. And it's gone. A 2-run shot. It's 2-0. Now it's the DH, Matt Wallner. Laser could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a double. 1 out, runner at second. Diaz digs in now. This one looks like trouble. Headed for the plate. He'll score.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Foul ball. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Tap foul at the plate. That misses the zone, and it's 2-2. That's inside.
Full count.
1 out and a runner at second here in the 3rd and final game of the series.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
Fought off foul. That just misses.
That's low.
1 ball, 1 strike. The shortstop takes the ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Right through there for a strike. On the ground, 2 ball. Off balance feet, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Jake Myers up now for the Tigers. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Diaz, the runner at third. Castro on at first with 2 down. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A 3-run dinger. It's their second home run of the inning, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 6-0. And here is Akil Baddoo.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Comes up empty.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter,
No
you've got to
balls,
look up
2
in the
strikes.
zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Smoked on the ground to second. Throws to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. And now here is Stephen Kwan. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Now it's Jose Ramirez. That one to first.
That's a foul ball.
And that's just foul. Check
Strike 2.
swing, but he went too far. That's
No
strike
balls,
2.
2 strikes.
Way
Ball.
inside.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Fly ball down the line. Green going after it. Puts it away for the out. And now the right fielder, Will Brennan. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike.
On the ground to second, might be 2. And that one finds its way through. And out to aboard.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
That's a ball.
Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this
1 ball,
ballgame.
no strikes. Hey,
1 out. Runners at first and second. Next pitch
No,
is
that's out.
outside. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
2 and 2's the count. Count is full.
In the dirt. Two on, 1 out. Double steal. Got him swinging. Throw to second. Out there. And the inning is over. Second inning set to go. Here's Riley Green. Junis back to work. And that one is off the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Machado takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. And that one in the air center field. Young has a beat on it and makes the grab. Runner tags at second.
He's safe.
So a man aboard. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. Sliced hard but foul.
Act 2.
Bounced, and that got the pitcher. In to score is the runner from third. And it's an RBI single, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. Man at first with 1 gone. And next up for the Tigers, Matt Wallner. They say who went. Torkelson stands at first with 1 out. On the ground left side, 6, 4,
Got him right there.
3.
He's
It's
out.
a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, and now the DH, Carlos Santana. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Really nice job staying inside with his hands to fight off that pitch. Man, that cutter was bearing in on him, but he found a way to stay with his approach, didn't spin off it, and he hit it pretty well.
And that misses. And 1-1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1-2's the count.
On the ground to third. Handled by Machado. Gets it to first. That's one out, the bottom of the second. Now here is Jacob Young. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. That's off the inside corner. 1-0. Just
that missed. That's the ball.
Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And that one fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. Strike 2.
0-2.
Just off the outside part of the plate. Next pitch is outside.
Sometimes you got to fight to get back into an at-bat. Take some tough pitches, even out the count.
Man at second. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. Booyah! That one felt good, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 7-2. Digging in, Gabriel Arias. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. Hauls it in on the warning track. Back now at Progressive Field. Top half of the third inning. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Yainer Diaz. Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. And they tack on to their lead. It's 8-2. Jeff McNeil stands in. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. And there's one down. This is Willie Castro. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. 2 down, base is empty. Jake Myers up now for the Tigers. And he grounds one to the right side. Arias in plenty of time to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. As we go to the last of the third. So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. New pitcher for the Tigers, Evan Phillips.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so it should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Inside, and the count is 1-1.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
And he deals. Yeah, that's fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up. What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Ramirez stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count even at 1. Runner at first with no outs here. Inside, just missed. finds its way through, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. Ball one there. Swings and misses. And the count even 1-1.
Tag two.
Line drive. Puts it away for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
They turn things over to the southpaw, Tyler Holton.
And, you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
And that is out of play. Outside low. Going to count 1 and 2. Two on, 1 out. And a ball evens the count.
Ball.
Struck him out without a swing. Went back to the cutter, and it was worthwhile. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. He swings and fouls one off. That one inside, and it's 2 and 1.
2 balls,
First and
1 strike.
second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. And it's filled up.
Ball. Full count.
And that'll load
ball
the bases.
4, take your base.
So bases all loaded up. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. Grounded out his first time. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Next pitch is outside. And a strike in there. Right back to him on the mound. On to first, out to escape a bases-loaded jam. And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Akil Baddoo. Hot shot to third. Fires across the diamond, and one gone to the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Back to the top of the lineup, and here's the Tiger leadoff man, Riley Green, Arias. 2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Manny Machado now. And first offering is fouled off. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out. Back here in Cleveland, and the batter now, Jacob Young. Slice down the right side. To third. Tosses across to first. 1 up, 1 down. And up next for Cleveland, Daniel Schneemann. He's already homered in this game. Foul ball there. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. And that one hit to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk nerd to me. And that'll get down for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. Safe at second, and he gets back in.
Back-to-back singles. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land.
So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen, Will Vest. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Here's Jose Ramirez. First pitch misses. Right through there for a strike. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. The high heat, too much. Here in Cleveland, and now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
Well, these Tigers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all. Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably...
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Gives up the body and makes the catch.
Oh, that takes a lot of concentration to haul it in when you know that wall is about to stop you in your tracks. Really nice play and nice focus right there.
That ball's foul.
Torkelson, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. That's a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. He's 0 for 1. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Mauricio Dubon. Runners at first and second for him with 1 down. That one in the dirt. Ball 1. And it's fouled away. Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play.
That one drilled left field, and that's a base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away. Willie Castro up now for the Tigers. 0 for 2 in this one. This one smoked. Could be trouble. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Wastes no time there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
2 on, 1 out. Little chopper rolls foul. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a
swing and a high fly ball right field. Brennan makes the grab. Runner tags for home. He scores on the sac fly, and they now lead by 9.
Well, that's the 3rd run of the inning, and this team is doing a nice job of executing at the plate right now.
Liner, base hit. Coming home. Runner from second scores as they add on.
Picks himself up an RBI. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And now Riley Green. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. He makes the grab, and that's the third out. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
0 balls, 1
you
strike.
see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit. Your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too?
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. Carlos Santana digs in for the Guardians. Pitch
Ball.
misses inside, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Line drive, base hit. Brennan around third. The relay, safe. In comes the run from second. It's 12-3. And now the catcher comes up to him. Dylan Dingler. Swing and a miss.
No balls, 1 strike.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Just
That's the
misses
ball.
with that one.
Ball.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Young at the plate now as he chases after that one.
0-1.
Ground ball, left
That's
side,
foul.
and foul ball. Hit weakly on the ground. Castro in there safely.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. You got that front foot down, and pitch
That's the ball.
recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
1 out, base is full. Grounded to third, could be 2. Fires to second for 1, double play, and that'll do it for the inning. Back now at Progressive Field. Top of the